This is the story of 5 friends who wanted to go on an adventure. So to trek, they go to a dangerous jungle to climb the mountains. But their adventure becomes dangerous because they were in a lot of trouble. After all, what will they have to go through here, and will they be able to get out of this dangerous jungle? Let's find out in today's video. So the film starts by showing a group of friends. There were 2 boys and 2 girls. One girl's name was Chloe, and the rest were her friends. They were going to a place to enjoy hiking. Apart from these 4, their 5th friend was also going, whose name was Gillum. But Chloe's friend was not happy with his arrival. But her 2nd friend explains that don't worry, he won't ruin our trip. Anyway, Chloe was also worried about Gillum's arrival, because a few years ago, Gillum used to like Chloe, about which all her friends knew. That's why she was getting disturbed. But Chloe's friend Karen explains to her that don't worry, he won't bother you. He has just come to spend time with us. After this, these 5 friends make a nice picture and leave for their journey. They were enjoying this beautiful place by moving ahead by car. But Chloe was staring at Gillum again and again. She was sad and not enjoying it all. Anyway, when these friends came to the jungle far from the city, they stopped the car and started walking ahead. Their plan was to go to the top of the mountains by hiking, and they had also guessed that we will return by evening. Now, after stopping at a place, Gillum starts talking to Chloe. She asks, "Why have you come here?" He replies, "I have forgotten the past and have come to make friends with you again." But Chloe doesn't answer this question. When they came a little ahead, the road was closed. That's why Karen's friend starts climbing the mountain. And he says, "I will climb up and see what the road ahead is like." Although his friend was also refusing, but he starts climbing the mountain alone. As soon as he reaches the top, he tells his friends that come, "The road ahead is clear. We can go from here." He throws a rope down for them, with the help of which everyone started climbing up. Then, with great difficulty, they come to the other side of the mountain. Now they had also found a way to go ahead. By hiking on it, they were about to go ahead of the mountain. After a while, they started moving ahead of a mountain road. It was a very narrow road. There were also iron bars everywhere, in which they were hanging their hooks and moving forward slowly. They were also enjoying a lot, because in the same way, they came here to enjoy hiking. Only Chloe's friend was scared. Then Chloe explains to him very lovingly that don't be afraid, "I am with you." Then when they moved a little ahead, they saw a thin bridge, which was going from one slope to the other slope. Karen's friend, who was at the front, says that this is the only way to go beyond, and we are going to enjoy hiking the most on this bridge. That's why we have to move forward one by one with great care, because maybe this bridge does not tolerate our weight at the same time. The bridge is weak. That's why Karen's friend goes ahead first, and somehow crossing the bridge, he comes to the other slope, after which everyone else also started moving forward one by one. Only Karen and Chloe's friend was left behind. But Chloe's friend was scared, because his height made his heart tremble. But Chloe carefully comes to him and explains that you don't have to be afraid. We are all with you. And now, he also started moving forward in fear, and comes to the other side of the cliff. And now only Karen was left, who was still in the middle of the bridge. Then the rest of the people see that the cables of the bridge are slowly opening. They told Karen that move forward quickly. The bridge is breaking. Hearing this, she got scared and started moving forward quickly. Now because of its strong coming, the bridge breaks and swings halfway. But Karen attaches from all the cables with her hook. Everyone was very scared that what will happen now. Even Karen gets scared. She tries to move forward but can't do anything. See, Karen's friend throws a rope at her, which she caught. And now, they start pulling her towards them. Just like her friend held Karen's hand and did this, all the cables of the bridge also break, and the whole bridge falls down. That is, Karen's hair saves her life. And because she was very scared, she starts crying. Then Karen's friend takes care of her. When Karen's friend saw the map, she found out that this was the only way to go back from here. And now they had no other way but to go ahead. Hearing this, Chloe's friend got scared. He shouts at Karen's friend when Gillum explains to him that, look, don't move. This way the three of us will fall down and die. There Karen and her friend come up the rock and try to find a way in the jungle. Karen's friend was worried because there was no way. And then moving forward, her foot gets stuck in a trap. He started shouting because getting stuck in the trap, his foot was badly injured. There was a lot of blood coming. Although Karen tries a lot to get him out, but she can't get him out because the trap was so strong that it was not opening. His friend started suffering in pain. He tells Karen that I can't bear it. You do this. Get the three of them up with the help of the rope. Then let's see what to do. Till then I wait here. Karen did the same. She hurriedly comes up the rock and throws the rope down to the three of them. When they started coming up with the help of the rope, Karen pulls them and brings them to the rock. She also tells them that my friend is stuck in a trap. We have to go and get him out soon. There Karen's friend was suffering in pain. We see that a chain was also tied to this trap, which someone starts pulling towards him. Before Karen's friend could understand anything, someone pulls him and takes him with him. His friends also reach this place where their friend was stuck in the trap. But now they are surprised not to find him here and start looking for him everywhere. Karen says I left him here. Then where did he go? Then they find the trap in the bushes where their friend was stuck. They all get very scared. Chloe's friend started shouting in anger. He tells Karen that this happened because of your friend, because if he had not insisted on coming here, we would not have got stuck here. Karen also started shouting at him that you are already a headache for us, so don't cause any more trouble. Chloe stops him and explains that there is no point in fighting each other. We have to get out of here before nightfall and find Karen's friend, because all the stuff is in his bag. So we will find him and go from here. That's why everyone started moving forward in the jungle. They start looking for their friend, but neither did they know his whereabouts, nor could they hear his voice. Then Gillum and Chloe's friend start arguing about something, and they started fighting to get rid of them. As Chloe moved forward, she fell into a pit. See, they quickly came near the pit and asked Chloe, "Where are you?" But there was no answer from the front. This pit was also very deep, where it was also very dark. After a while, Karen starts going down the pit with the help of rope, where there were a lot of sharp things. It felt like someone had put traps. Then Karen sees Chloe too, who is sitting in the dark crying. Because of the fall, a sharp thing crossed her arm, and she is not even able to move due to the pain. But as soon as Karen takes Chloe's arm out of the sharp thing and brings her out of the pit, and now people were getting worried about who had put these traps everywhere. Someone must have been keeping an eye on us. There, Karen's friend was being dragged along in a state of unconsciousness. We still don't know who he was. It was night by then. She was moving forward with the help of her flashlights in the dark jungle. She was looking for a friend in the rain, but Karen lost her courage. She starts crying because she didn't have anything except a rope for camping. Then Chloe and both of them take care of Karen. They say, "Don't worry, we are with you. We won't leave until we find your friend." Then this friend moves forward with the rope in the dark so that they don't get separated. They stay together. But after going a little far, someone shoots an arrow in Karen's chest, and the rope will also cut. Karen starts suffering in pain. Then Chloe sees her. She starts going to her, but someone starts pulling her away. All the friends are very scared. They start following Karen, but someone pulls her into the dark and makes her disappear. When they see Chloe screaming, she starts crying more. Then both of her friends make her quiet. Then we see that because of the rain, all three are sitting under the bushes. They can't go anywhere from here, because traps can be set up anywhere. But Chloe's friend says that we have to find a safe place, because in this cold, we can die too. After which the three of them start moving forward in the dark. After coming a little far, they see a house in the jungle. They think who must be living here, and they are afraid to go inside. But it was a compulsion. We have to go inside, because it was Chloe's friend snatches a bag from him and pushes him down into the basement. He also closed the door, and then he forcibly takes Chloe with him. But then a dangerous, crazy man comes in front of them, who kicks both of them and drops them down. Then that crazy man throws Karen on top of Chloe and starts hitting her friend. He was beating her badly. Then Chloe breaks down on that crazy man to save her friend. But the crazy man also starts beating her badly. Now Chloe's friend, instead of helping her friend and saving her, he leaves this house out of fear and runs away. Then that crazy man kills Chloe and makes her unconscious. Then he grabs Chloe and Gilliam and hangs them in the basement. Both of them think how to get out of here. And then they feel that that dangerous man is taking Karen and her friend with him to bite them, because he was a murderer, the one who eats human flesh. Both of them got very scared and start trying to get themselves released. Gilliam explains to Chloe that don't worry, I will definitely save you from here and take you with me. But then that crazy man comes in front of them. He first kills Gilliam, then he picks up Chloe and takes her with him and ties her up there. Now he starts walking towards Chloe with a knife to kill her. Gilliam tries a lot in the basement and finally opens the road. Then he starts trying to come out, but the door was closed. But he felt that that crazy man is going towards him to kill Chloe. Meanwhile, Chloe's friend also came here, who hits the head of the crazy man with a stone. This made him so angry that he leaves Chloe and picks up a weapon and goes out behind his friend. Taking advantage of this moment, Chloe somehow gets herself released. Then she opens the basement door and takes Gilliam out. Both of them were about to die. That's why they get happy by meeting each other. Then Gilliam tells her that we have to get out of here immediately, because that crazy man will come here soon. Then Chloe gets very sad by seeing Karen's dead body here. She cries, but now she had no other way to get out of here. For her safety, Gilliam gives her a knife. Chloe tells him that we have to save my friend before leaving. After this, we see the scene of the next morning, where Chloe's friend was still running away, saving his life, because that crazy man is still after him. Gilliam and Chloe also leave that house to find their friend, whereas the crazy man shoots an arrow at him, which hits Chloe's friend's leg directly, because of which he started suffering in pain. But he still didn't stop running, and while walking, he comes near the sign. But then the crazy man comes from the front and surrounds him, and starts hitting him again. In response, Chloe's friend also fights, and he shoots an arrow from his leg and hits the crazy man's leg, and he started suffering in pain. Then he hits a stone on the crazy man's face and hangs himself from a ladder on a rock, so that the crazy man doesn't harm him anymore. The crazy man also runs away from there because he hears the sound of Chloe and Gilliam coming. Then they both reach the place where Chloe's friend was hanging, and Gilliam extends his hand to bring him up. But here Gilliam thinks of taking revenge, because Chloe's friend pushed him into the basement and closed the door and tried to kill him. So now slowly Gilliam started letting go of his hand and acts as if his hand is slipping, then finally leaves his hand and drops him down to die. See? Chloe goes crazy and starts crying. Gilliam acts to calm her down, and then an arrow comes and hits Gilliam's head, and he dies on the spot. See? Chloe gets very angry at the crazy man, and he goes crazy to take revenge, and takes out his knife and goes to kill him, and tries to attack him, but the crazy man who is very dangerous. He also starts killing him completely, and they both start fighting, but somehow by letting himself go, Chloe puts the knife in his neck, because of which he started suffering. Chloe leaves him to suffer and runs away from there. Then she gets stuck here, hangs herself from a cable, and leaves. She was also crying, because she had come here 5 times, but now she is going alone from here. She was very saddened by the death of her friends. So from this story, we learn that never go to such places for adventure, because this decision is not less than stupidity. There can also be danger. And with this, the story of this film also ends here.